5 years in flow. Time flies.
Indubitably. It's been a crazy, crazy awesome ride so far.
How did flow and object manipulation come into your life?
Before I got into object manipulation, I was basically in a very dark spot in my life. Where I grew up at was East Chicago, Indiana. Wasn't the best area for teenagers at the time, and still isn't actually. I got myself involved into gangs and other things that, you know, that made me do stupid things and stuff like that just because I didn't have any really good mentors in my life. And I always wanted to be someone and to express myself and to just be noticed and to be known. And so I thought that was the right choice, but as time went on, I got to hang out with some really cool kids, and they took me to my first music festival, which I had got to witness the fire technicians perform at Camp Zoo, and it was the first time that I got to see fire spinning in my life. And when I first seen it, I was just like, wow, what are those guys doing? You know, like they look like they're fire bending, like this fire orbs are rotating around their body, making these cool patterns. Oh my god. I was very intimidated to even go up to them, to even, you know, just say hi, just to make me be noticed. So finally I gathered all my courage, and I went up to them and I, you know, asked them what was that they were doing. Is this an art form? Is this like martial arts? And they gave me the lowdown, you know. They gave me the tools. They basically told me, you know, to go back home and get some long tube socks and, you know, either use rice or beans, and to start exploring. And like one of the main sources of information was YouTube. And so at the time though, there was like only a few channels that I could visit just to gather like very small tutorials, and
Maybe a little Nick Woosley, that's about it.
I think so, honestly. And so yeah, I went back home and I started spinning, and within 1 week of me spinning, I bought my first fire set, and I spun fire within 7 days of me learning a 3-beat weave. And since then, like, I've been completely hooked, and now I'm a part of the fire technicians, and I am a manager of the Chicago Fire Techs, and it's been such a crazy ride of how everything played in part and how they were introduced into my life, and now we're all a big family. It's been such an honor and such a blessing to even have such opportunity to be with such amazing people.
Flow kind of came about a little different on my end. I mean, I kind of grew up in the Chicago rave scene, so I mean, I was familiar to an extent through like glow stringing and things like that, but I had never really put much effort forth. And so somehow I ran into this group of people, and there's some random Mexican just kind of showed up and had this stuff, and like these things just lit on fire, and it's like, whoa. I think it was the element of danger kind of added to it. I mean, it kind of goes along with a lot of stuff that I'd like to do. Picked it up off him, and then pretty much the same day I started, I lit him up just because.
Wow.
If you're gonna do if you're gonna do something, might as well just do it.
Basically.
Thank you. That's been life changing.
For sure, man. It's been crazy.
What makes flow and object manipulation so appealing to you?
I think the thing that gets me the most is just like being able to express myself. That was the main thing, like me growing up. So I was very heavy into basketball actually, and when it came to, you know, my other hobby was art, and that was just another way of just, you know, standing out and just being able to, like, you know, create beautiful, awesome art, and to be able to share with others, and to be able to just be like, yo, look at this cool thing that I made. Another thing that comes into mind is like the discipline that I've learned from it, you know, like I'm sure that everyone says it before, but it's just so true. Hours that I put into just getting clean planes, or trying to get clean flowers, or like getting the isolation just right, like it applies to other aspects in life that I've never thought it would, you know, that it could. I felt like I can do most things now just because of like I've experienced this. Or when it comes to learning, my learning capability has skyrocketed just because of like the intake that I've gotten from, you know, object manipulation. You know, I'm hooked, I'm addicted, it's a thing, and now I'm just trying to see where it takes me at this point. You know,
yeah.
And it's been a beautiful ride so far, and now I'm just, you know, sky's the limit at this point, and the only person stopping me is myself.
Yeah, no, I definitely hear you on that one. It's like part of it that's so appealing in my perspective is there is no limit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there is no perfection.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I picked this up for like the part of the reason that I picked up everything, my art, drawing, skateboarding, snowboarding, all that. There is no level of perfection. There's always a way to improve. Just when you think you've got something mastered, someone comes out with something new, a new variation,
right.
Something. You can strive towards the perfection, but you'll never get there. So you keep on striving, trying to reach it.
Mm-hmm.
It never ends. It's
a never-ending story.
Yeah. Plus, it's a little dangerous. I mean, let's put it that way. I mean, who doesn't love a little danger in their lives?
Right. That when you light up on fire, like for the first time, just you're there at that moment.
You're thinking about swirling flames, just
exactly,
listening
and
to
not
them.
trying to burn yourself. That is the main thing. Oh man, you know, not a lot of people like spinning fire, but to me, it's healing. It's my way of decompressing. It's my therapy. You know?
Or not healing, as most of us have plenty of scars to prove what we've been doing.
Right. Oh man.
What is one word you would use to describe flow arts?
I guess I might have to go with liberating.
Liberating?
Yeah, it's freeing you. You build off of that. An expression of yourself, of what you enjoy doing.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely feel that might be the word to choose for me.
Man, alright.
Not like you're on the spot or anything.
I want to say maybe encouragement. You know, you gave me the courage to live a better lifestyle, to perform in front of people, and to share things in front of people. Yeah, I think that would be my word.
Courage to perform in front of people. I mean.
and performing is not for everyone, you know. Like
yeah.
I know a lot of friends that don't like performing, and I know a lot of friends that don't like spitting fire. You know, it's not for everyone, but it still takes courage just to take that step of learning. You don't ever want to be stuck in a standstill because you just won't experience anything, and you'll be stuck in your town forever. No one wants that. No one wants that.
What are your goals within flow arts?
Oh man, my ultimate goal when it comes with this stuff. Well, for one of my goals is to travel the world. I have multiple goals with this, honestly. To be able just to share this art form with people, because I really do think, you know, this is like a great thing that has blown up within the past like 5-10 years to bring our people together and to make us reunite at this time in the world that we all need that at this point. I'm just so honored to be able to express that and to share with one another, with people. One of my goals is to be a pioneer as I grow old and to set boundaries.
Then I can come in and break down those boundaries.
Hey, it has to be
no,
done.
Hey, someone will do it.
Yep,
someone
it has
will do
to be done because it's just like, come on, man. So those boundaries are made for a reason, and it's to be broken for sure.
If we're not pushing the boundaries, we're stagnating. We're not doing anything.
Exactly, and then again,
we can't have that.
And it comes back to encouragement, you know, and just to be able to take that step and to be like, you know what, I like that, but I think I could make that better. You know?
As far as goals, get into everything. I mean, there's very few props that I haven't gotten into yet, but I need to. I very much need to. Yeah, I like being versatile. I mean, that way, if you hit a plateau, you can always move on to something else and just keep it going.
And they all relate too. Every prop relates to each other, which is like fascinating for the most part.
One goal is definitely to bring, kind of pretty much as you said, bring it to people who haven't seen it yet through hanging out on the street. I mean, every now and then spinning downtown in the park, people come up and ask you about it. And then it's like, oh, you can explain it. Maybe pass them a card so they can look into it. And who knows? Maybe they'll get involved too. It's a good thing. Trying to make a living off something that you love to do is high on that list. Definitely take a lot of dedication, especially the way the current markets are as far as entertainment goes. Mm-hmm. My father was an entertainer for decades, and even he's kind of phasing out of that because of the way the market is. But I mean, I'd love to try and push that envelope and hopefully bring it back. This is stuff that so many people don't know about, and they need to. Whether you want to or not, you need to know about it. Whether it's with a group, bringing the DTS brand together with all the other groups as we've done, whether working with the fire technicians, we were working with Firefly for a while, working with the Intrinsic Arts guys down south of us. Working together with everyone just helps us. Mm-hmm.
I really like how you said to bring it to people that have never seen it before, because that moment when I first seen it, was just so overpowering, and it was life-changing, that moment. If I could give that one moment to as many people as I possibly can, that is a fulfilled life to me, When I go out to different cities and go out to different festivals and teach, it's like, I'd rather make that one connection with that one person that just so mind-blown and has never seen it before than to be able to share it with 20 other people that've seen it, So, yeah, that's that.
What direction do you see flow and object manipulation heading in the future?
Because, well, in America, let's not get ahead of ourselves. In America, there is the flow art scene, and then there's the juggling scene. In Europe, they have combined the two. It's different things out here for some reason.
You do see it coming together.
Yeah. To me, when it comes to flow art scene, I see it changing in numbers, like 3-poi. 4 fans, like triple stabs, all this crazy stuff. Another thing that's gonna be changing here is just the toss aspect, juggling, and getting those objects in the air and letting go. That's where I see the flow art scene come together, and with the juggling scene, I believe those two are definitely gonna be combining here very, very soon. And we have some individuals right now that are pushing that to make that happen. You're not a juggler, or you're not just a flow artist, you're an object manipulator. That's where I see it's going to be pushing. It's going to be pushed in numbers and with just the toss aspect, getting those things in the air and letting them fly high.
Definitely. The way that the juggling and the flow community has been coming together, it's very noticeable, mm-hmm. which is great.
You see clubs everywhere now.
Yeah.
Everyone joined the club game.
Everyone joined the club.
Joined the club. Yeah, more or less, totally. And it's good to see. With clubs, it's like you have that opportunity to share energy with someone through passing. Not a lot of objects do that. I really love how you're able to connect with that one person, or with 4, or however many people that you could get within your passing circle. It's awesome. It's a beautiful way to connect people. Technique, the juggling scene, dude. They're all about just drill. When flow art scene is the cool grandmother. Oh, we'll take it easy.
Learn at your own pace.
Learn at your own pace. Oh, you did a great job, hon. Those drops didn't mean anything. But I do think that there is that discipline that needs to be in that, and the flow art scene is going to learn a lot from that.
Definitely. Again, going back to the crossover, I think it was Keith Marshall at 2012 Kinetic. I think that was the first time I saw him doing poi juggling. Before it had all blown up, it was just you're doing what? it was great. Shame it took me 3 years to get it down, but still, it's the amazing crossover. And now you're seeing 4 and 5 poi juggling. It's that's really pushing massive progression, not just in flow itself, but in technology. Flow lights is probably one of the first LED technologies to come out. One of The first one, probably the first mainstream one. That now with Pyroterra and Trick Concepts, the way they've come out with all this LED technology
and Spin Optics, man.
Yeah,
the game right now, dude. It's so good.
That just came out of nowhere.
Charlie, I love that guy. But yeah, I can't wait to see where this is gonna be in 10 years. I don't even have 10 years under my belt. It's only 5. Only 5, you guys. I'm like ready. Bring it. And it's crazy because I run into these young jugglers like 15, 16 years old, and it's like, yo, how long you been training? Oh, I've been training for 8 years, 9 years. And it's like, man, I started so late, but it's all right.
I hear you, man. Like I said, my dad's been juggling for 20 plus years, and it's like now. I mean, I was in it, back when like 3rd, 4th grade, but then I just never really took it serious. But then it's like now all of a sudden it's like, huh. Probably should have kept up with this a long time ago.
I could have been a prodigy. Well, you
yeah, I could have been. Good stuff. I mean, 5 years in flow. It's crazy to see how it's gone from then. I mean, just take it from this video here, seeing some of the videos from the early days, probably only a couple months in, then to the stuff, to the newer stuff.
Corkscrewing it up, man. 3D all day. It was good though. I was getting it. I was in that moment for sure.
Super fast about it. Just
oh man, surprised I didn't hurt myself.
Been a fun ride with you, with everyone else. So many people come around, and they're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
The people that have come into my life now, they're here to stay.
And you're stuck with me. Oh man,
crap. What did I get myself into?
That's what happens when you don't read the fine print.